these elves weren't the only thing that they sent to me. Uh, there's something else in the box that I'm really excited to share with you guys. Um, Last Sword has become kind of a sweet spot to me because they were the only company to actually send me models on their own regard. They said, "Hey, check these out and tell us what you think of them." And that really struck a chord with me. Not a lot of companies will do that. They'll simply just say, "Wow, you're a jerk," and we'll probably just move on. But Last Swords said, let's send him some models and see what he thinks. Well, you guys have probably seen they're working on their Lizardman campaign and all that, but there's actually something else they're working on as well. I've seen the pictures in secret, and I've kept my promise, for not showing folks. But they are making Undead, and this is one of their test models that they sent me. Now, this model is a skeleton, a very heavily armored skeleton. You can see his skull right there, so I can get him actually in shot so y'all can see it. So right in there, that's part of the skull showing. So right in there, you can see part of the skull and all that. But it's got a really nice, fresh take on an Undead model. I like the axe. I like the chunks they took out of the shield. I like the big old crest they have on it. It all looks really, really nice. And it's not like super rotted. It's not super corroded, but it's just damaged enough to where you can definitely tell what you're looking at. I wish it was an orange, because the camera's a little hard to pick it up. But beggars cannot be choosers. I was curious about scale as well. So here's a Games Workshop skeleton, and here's a Last Sword skeleton. So these are definitely more skeletal than the Last Sword skeletons, but there's just so much more to this skeleton than this skeleton. And I've seen a lot of Undead skeletons. I'm mainly a VC player. These are a nice basic skeleton, but there's not a lot to them. It's mostly just bone and all that. And even their grave guard, it's a much better model, but still extremely busy. So it's not, in my opinion, the grave guard are not good models. But this could ultimately pass for a nice, solid grave guard model. And like the other models, it's a fixed body with a loose head, shield arm, and axe arm. So these can go on any way you want them to. There's no one way it's going to go on. And it is customizable in that regard. Now, if you want, this is a parry body. This is a parry body and a skeleton head. And as you can see, they don't look all that bad together. There's a slight height difference, I reckon. Maybe a slight height difference, but the bodies themselves look almost in tune with each other. So this is more of a mix of historical and fantasy settings. So look at the hand on the skeleton here. It looks a lot larger than this Last Sword skeleton's hand. This is the bare bones. That's him wearing a glove, so keep that in mind as well. But just on first looks of these new models, I automatically like them. It's so fresh, it's so new. It's a nice take on an old concept. I love the fact that he's got like a nice like English armor look to him. He's got like he's wearing a gambeson, and he's wearing a flat plate, and then the flat plate is broken to show off the skull underneath. It just looks really, really good, and I cannot wait to see what else they come up with for this Undead line. I've seen some pictures of it, so we'll see what else they come out with and how it looks when it gets here. But this has been a nice little sneak peek in my first beta model that I've been sent, and honestly, I am blown away. They even remembered 2 sets of straps for the arms. If you noticed, I don't know if you can see with the orange. The orange is really hard to see, but right there, they have a strap for the hand and a strap for the arm as well. And a lot of companies forget that. So they actually model in the straps, and when you model in straps, you automatically become my favorite. Let me tell you, automatically become my favorite. I think this is too bright. Yeah, but this has been a first look at the new Last Sword Undead models, and I am beyond excited to see what they come out with next. I cannot wait to see what their vampires look like. But there we go. So until I see you next time, You keep a strong dice hand out there, and happy wargaming.